Magandang hapon sa nanonood dito sa Asiabasket, sa Collegiate Tour. My name is I'm part of and we're currently in the third game of a quadruple header. And ngayon, no, Flo, we're gonna have the Adamson Soaring Falcons going up against Mapua Cardinals. Let's first talk about the Adamson Soaring Falcons in their latest game.
So, different faces and different opportunities here dahil nga isa sila sa mga team na grabe kadami ang pool of players. But their assistant coach Ryan Betia told me that their main guys, Royce Mantua, Ray Allen Torres, are present every time and ready to step up for their team today.
On the side of the Mapua Cardinals, what do you have here for us?
Para sa Mapua Cardinals, ibang-iba naman ang makikita nyo today because the people who were present in their season 100 lineup ay wala silang lahat ngayon, including their head coach because they are on a vacation in the US. Reward lang naman because nag-champions naman sila. But thankfully, sabi ni assistant coach JR Carlos, no worries because their new guys, EJ Sapasap and Cyrus Nitura and Joe Golapa as well are very ready to be the main guys naman for this match.
But I'm still really excited of what to expect in this game. And kayo, wag kayo aalis. We're currently live on Facebook and on YouTube. We'll see you after a bit. Pamplo. We're currently live here in the Asiabasket 2025 College Campus. Let's take a look here at our tournament format. There are 14 teams. They'll be classified into two groups. Groups A and B. 3 teams per group will be eliminated after a single round robin. And 8 teams in total will remain for the knockout stage, the single game elimination. Single round robin. There will be a crossover between Group A and B to kick off the quarterfinals. And then from there, it's going to be knockout games all throughout. Semifinals, the finals, and then the championship. Once again, this is the Adamson Soaring Falcons going up against the Mapua Cardinals. Let's take a look here. Our 4 games today, quadruple header in the University of the East in Recto, Manila. Kanina, 9 a.m. was on Beda against PCU, LaSalle, and St. Clare Saints just finished. The game at hand, Adamson up against Mapua, and then Ateneo versus the UE Red Wars later at 3 p.m. And it's free admission dito sa UE Gym, sa Asiabasket. So iniimbita namin kayo, no? Tomorrow, the games, Adamson versus LPU at 9 a.m. St. Clare against PCU, back-to-back sila. And then LaSalle also against AYAC. And then the last game is the CSB Blazers up against the Perpetual Altas. Pero yung venue naman bukas in the Perpetual Gym. Remind namin kayo, no? 3 p.m. Ateneo versus UE in their home floor in the University of the East, Recto, Manila. That's gonna be an incredible one. And let's give this now to our game announcer for the starting lineups. Our game at hand right now, the Adamson Soaring Falcons up against the Mapua Cardinals. Again, walang mga Clint Escamis. Wala yung season 100 team ng Mapua since they are currently in the US, gaya nga ng sinabi ni Flo, no? Because of a reward, because of the reward of winning the NCAA championship last season. So, very understandable. The boys deserve it, and just in a way to refresh before the start of this matchup. Well, for Adamson, this is their Team A. Minus a few guys. Like Matthew Montebon, I don't see him here right now. But it's gonna be an incredible one as always here whenever we have Asiabasket matchups. Again, nagpapasalamat kami sa lahat ng mga nanonood, sumusuporta sa Asiabasket 2025 College Campus Tour. Maraming upuan dito sa UE Gym, so we urge you guys to watch. The air conditioning is sufficient. And we're ready to bring you this game. I know it's going to be an incredible matchup. Seeing these two teams here. For Mapua, guys like ito si Cyril Gonzalez will be playing in Season 101. Well, Cyrus Litura finally playing for Mapua after serving residency in the previous season. First possession goes to the Cardinals. Steal there. Mid-range jumper, no good. That was by Matt Erolon, one of the veterans ng Adamson Soaring Falcons. De Los Reyes backing down Ojarikre. Gives it back out. Pulls back. The drive. Wild shot there. De Los Reyes with the offensive board. Floater no good against OJ. Erolon surveying the floor. Floater there. No good. But Sed Manzano with the putback. Still no good. Third try. And we have OJ Ojarikre who's going to head to the line for 2 free throws. A bit of a slow start for us two squads here. And the foul is going to Drex De Los Reyes. And OJ Ojarikre makes the first free throw. 2 for 2 for Ojarikre. Looking like having an improved form for his free throws. De Los Reyes taking it himself, but Ojarikre was there to deny his shot. Cyril Gonzalez this time using the board. Not sure if he called bank, but we'll take it. Cyril Gonzalez, incoming player for the Cardinals this season 101. That was a great find. Alley-oop connection there to Manu Anabo. We have seen this starting 5 for the Falcons in the previous UAP season. So Team A nila to sa mga nagtatanong. Floater no good by Gulapa. Faking it out, gives it to Gonzalez. 10 seconds to shoot, but Cyril here gets hacked as he went straight to the rim. It's gonna be 2 free throws for Cyril Gonzalez, the former UP Fighting Maroon. First shot is good for Cyril. And Cyril Gonzalez is gonna be expected to do a lot as well for the Cardinals, especially when Season 101 starts. Could be a second, third option at the very least para sa Mapua Cardinals. Sliver of daylight. Ojarikre unable to tap that to his side, and Mapua secures the possession. Gonzalez utilizing the screen, attracts the D. Gulapa passes it to a defender, a Soaring Falcon. Cut there. Great finish by Royce Mantua. Ivan Lazarte here. Pick and roll action against Gulapa. Drex Lazarte pulling up for mid-range. Hits back rim, and that's a rebound for Matt Erolon. See here, Adamson. Fast break all the way to the other end. And Adamson here. Starting well. Starting great here in the first quarter. Spin move there. Just overshooting it. It's Marcus. Block there by De Los Nitura. Here comes Mapua with a fast break of their own, but Joe takes it easy. Gulapa. No good on the mid-range jumper. Now Adamson deciding to take it slowly this time. They go for the corner. There's an air ball though for Manu Anabo. He usually makes those. Then again, this is a new gym for 99% of all schools player kasi mamaya maglalaro ngayong UE Red Warriors who will host the Ateneo Blue Eagles. So expect that to be a great matchup for sure. Two UAAP teams. Pero ngayon UAAP NCAA matchup muna tayo. I think that was a moving screen was called on OJ Ojarikre. That's why it's going back to the red shirts here. Kobe Demisana checking in for the Adamson Soaring Falcons. Ivan Azarte to inbound. Cardinals looking at a 4-point deficit. De Los Reyes. Finding Marcos. Marcos. And Gulapa was called for traveling there. Checking in for the Adamson Soaring Falcons, Kenji Cañete. Let's give this now to Flo Del Agua for a report.
Like I mentioned earlier, the Mapua Cardinals have no worries coming into this match despite their lineup today consisting of purely their Team B players. And this is no surprise as Lazarte, Golapa, Nitura, and Sapasap have already marked their presence here in the Asiabasket many times. And it also goes to show how even without their Team A players, they can compete dahil kompleto pa din ang 5 positions. Earlier, Cyrus Nitura also shared with me that although he's relatively new to the team, today we will be seeing more leadership from him as this is also a crucial match for both squads determining who will make it to our playoffs. Back to you, Nico.
Thanks for that, Flo, but we have a timeout on the floor. We'll be back after this. We have resumed action here midway of the first quarter with the Adamson Soaring Falcons up 10-4 against the Mapua Cardinals. Third game of a quadruple header for Asiabasket here. The 2025 College Campus Tour live in UE, the UE Gymnasium. De Los Reyes to Nitura. We've been seeing this action a lot of times, especially here in the first quarter considering sa kanila nga siguro dadaan yung bola nga muna. especially with the absence of guys like Clint Escamis. The Misana from downtown, no good, and Bulapa ends the possession right there for the white shirts. Cyril, drive, and that's gonna be 2 free throws. Once again for Cyril Gonzalez, who already has 4 points, all of the points for Mapua. Nice to see Cyril healthy. And kicking it with the Mapua Cardinals here. So far, Mapua is 1 for 10. Field goals right now. With all of them coming from Cyril Gonzalez. All 6 points of Mapua right now. All coming from the former Fighting Maroon. And this is Cyril Gonzalez's first game for the Mapua Cardinals here in the in Asiabasket. So I can't wait to see Mapua with their complete squad, especially when Clint Escamis and the rest come back from their trip. While Adamson, though, has been hitting majority of their shots. This time, Ray Allen Torres. Itura, mid-range jumper. AJ Fransman with a defensive board. The pass, no good there. And the putback's good. That is number 9, Jonah Precious. Jonah Precious, yung kapalitan ni OJ Ojarikre sa laro na to. It's gonna be 2 free throws for Mapua as Precious was trying to go for the block, but his body hit Ivan Lazarte there, as you can see. Ivan Lazarte at the line, making the first. This is his first point here. First points outside Cyril Gonzalez para sa Mapua. 1 for 2 for Ivan. Pass to the corner. 3. Good by AJ Fransman. Minutes 35 remaining here. Nitura faking out this defender. Once again, Nitura with a rather slow start here in the first quarter. That is usually his spot. Demisana, former Ateneo Blue Eagle, now with the Adamson Soaring Falcons. Oh, there's a great cut to Fransman. What an athletic play for AJ. The drive there. No look pass from Demisana, cutting Fransman, no problem, just in the air. Matt Edding checking in for the Soaring Falcons. Last 2 minutes here in the first quarter. With the Falcons in complete control. Fransman Again, no good from 3. Muntik na magtamaan dun. Si Mejia with Lazarte. De Los Reyes trapped down low. Here comes Adamson. They have the numbers. Last second pass to Precious. $11-point lead right now for Adamson. Oh, that's a great move. Marcus passing it out for 3. Hits front rim and Precious with a rebound. Great find though. Just didn't take the shot. Adamson. Oh, it's a great pass. And the end one. That's Kobe Demisana. The feed coming from Ray Allen Torres. Take a look at that one more time. The Sundry Food Hall bringing you this instant replay. Ray Allen Torres with 2 red shirts on him, knowing that Kobe Demisana is right there trailing. And with that, he took advantage and got the and one. Mapua in sort of a drought here right now. Gonzalez, fadeaway jumper, no good, and Precious. Now with 3 rebounds after that one. Well, the pass a bit too high, but it's a foul on the floor. Matt Edding there. So for Adamson scoring, or rather making 10 of 19, 52% of their field goals right now. While Mapua only making 2 out of 15. And the threes just piling on here for Adamson. What a great start. I have not seen Adamson score this much in the first quarter. We know Adamson is usually a low-scoring team. Takes them like a second quarter to reach this total. But, you know, ganda talaga gising na Adamson and on point with their game plan. And at the end of the first quarter, Soaring Falcons up by 16 against the Mapua Cardinals. Great start for Adamson here. While Mapua is still looking for their try. Let's take a look here at some of the first quarter highlights. The Drex de Los Reyes getting blocked by Ojarikre. Adamson just going to whatever opportunity is open to them. May it be threes, may it be cuts to the rim. They have been locked in here in the first quarter. That's why they have a 16-point lead as we head to the second quarter. Start of the second quarter. with Adamson getting their offense going in the first quarter. As you can see with the score off to the left is that shot from downtown. EJ sa pass up. Finally, some signs of life from the Mapua Cardinals. Actually, EJ sa pass up, one of the high scorers for the Mapua Cardinals, averaging 13 points, 3 rebounds, and 1.5 assists. Erolon from downtown, no good there. Floater by Gonzalez is over the outstretched arms of OJ Ojarikre. To the corner. Great passing by Adamson. AJ Fransman with a step back 3. Fransman now with 8 points and 3 boards. Cyril utilizing the screen. Sa pass up. Great move. OJ Ojarikre not able to do anything there. Back and forth we go here in the second quarter. Fransman again. He has a green light to shoot that, but this time, or that time, it was an air ball. Sundry Food Hall bringing you this instant replay with a drive from EJ sa pass up. Not caring. Even if OJ Ojarikre was right there. Gonzalez. Frying de los Reyes. Drex. The handoff to sa pass up once again. Papansin ko kay De Los Reyes has been the guy doing the facilitating from the high post. Pass a bit too high, swings it, got Gulapa in the air. Mid-range jumper is good by Matt Erolon. Steady point guard is Matt Erolon, now with 7 points and 2 rebounds. Mejia. Now Gonzalez switch on to Competente. 7 seconds. 4 seconds on the shot clock. At the free throw line right now is Cyril Gonzalez, currently with 8 points and an assist to his name. He's backstopped by EJ Sapasap with 7, Ivan Lazarte with 4, while for Adamson, Fransman with 8, Erlon with 7, Jonah Precious with 4. To round off the top 3 scorers for both squads. Finding Anabo there with a cut. Great recognition by Renzo Competente. Sundry Food Hall showing us this replay a while ago on a foul on Joe Gulapa. Manu Anabo, 4 points and an assist. Oh for 2 at that one. Rebounded by Manzano, and that's an N1 for Sed. It's too easy for Sed Manzano, has been one of the steady guys for Adamson in the past few years in the UAAP. And De Los Reyes secures the rebound. Oh, trapped there is a pass up, and it's gonna be a jump ball possession, but possession arrow is pointing towards to the side of Mapua. So pass up to inbound. 17 seconds on the clock. Ventura. The drive, spin move again. And there you go, finally. Cyrus Ventura finding his shot from the elbow. Moncharicre hands it off to Roy. Step back three for Mantua. Hits the back rim, and Mapua now on the run. Ventura there with the feed. Over. Oh, Moncharicre again. Bigay natin ito kay Flo Del Agua for her report here. Thanks for that, Flo. And I agree on Matt Erolon. He has been consistent here. Very steady point guard to have for Coach Nash. Pero yon, Marcos Ventura, what a bailout for the Mapua Cardinals in the very last second. Manu to Manzano with the fake, got Gulapa in the air. Manzano brings the ball to the side. Mantua this time will take the three. And there you go, finally, Royce Mantua with his first three-pointer here inside the UE Gymnasium. Reyno snaking his way through the lane. Mid-range jumper no good from the free throw line. And that should go back to the Mapua Cardinals. Or rather, there's Axel Javier, number 24. EJ's a pass up. Off to the left is a shot from EJ. Oh, Sed Manzano ahead of the break, and an easy two for Sed. Manzano averaging 10 points and 6 rebounds. Three there by Nitura. And Nitura finding his form here in the second quarter, now with 8 points. He was struggling in the first quarter. But the second quarter has been completely different for Marcos. Javier, guarded by Mantua there. Lazarte. Switch on to Franzman. They go to Nitura at the post, guarded by Torres. Nitura, step back jumper is good. Although, I think that's a foul on the floor first before the jumper from Nitura. Nitura finding Gulapa, although he just smokes that alley-oop. Mantua faking out Nitura there, although the floater no good. Here's number 8. This is Kendall Valentin. Kendall there. Bago pasok dito sa ating Asiabasket game between Adamson and Mapua. Drive by Manu. Anabo. Second chance is good. It's going to be an end one for Manu Anabo. Genji Cañete checking in for the Soaring Falcons. Anabo for the bonus after making that end one in the last possession. Got a timeout on the floor here in the UE Gymnasium with Adamson up 44-30 against the Mapua Cardinals. We're back here in the second quarter with 2 minutes and 49 remaining. And the Mapua Cardinals currently down by 15. Two minutes and 37 remaining here in the second quarter. Adamson up by 15, but Marcus Nitura has been looking for ways to will his team back here. 11-point lead. 11-point lead now for Adamson with 44 seconds remaining here. The three bombs have been hitting for Adamson as they are currently, upon my last checking here, 7 for 17 just in the first half. So, Adamson is really one of the more three-point heavy teams, and they can hit it with regularity. Marcos against Precious. Nitura goes right. Passes it to the left side. Valentin ayaw pa rin, but the putback good by Joe Glapa. Makes it a 9-point game. And that's going to be a foul on number 24. That's Axel Javier. Bit of a collision there. Anabo with 7 seconds here. Just gonna waste down the time. Passes it to the right side. Or rather, sa Anabo, that's Matt Erolon. But still at the end of the first half, 48 for the Adamson Soaring Falcons, 39 for the Mapua Cardinals. Adamson here up by 9. Let's see if they could replicate it in the second half, or will the Mapua Cardinals catch up? Once again, this is our format for the Asiabasket 2025 College Campus Tour, with the 14 teams being classified into two groups, Groups A and B. 3 teams per group will be eliminated after the single round robin, and 8 teams in total will remain for the knockout stage, which is the single game elimination. There will be a crossover between Group A and B to kick off the quarterfinals, and then it will be knockout games all throughout, from quarters to semis and the finals. Current game natin ngayon is between the Adamson Soaring Falcons up against the Mapua Cardinals. Let's take a look here, some of the halftime stats. Adamson making 90 of 37 from 4 of their field goals, good for 51%, while Mapua is at 38.9. Adamson naman, 6 3-pointers just to the 4 of Mapua. They really shoot a lot of 3-pointers, while the turnovers for Adamson is 6. Mapua, or rather, turnovers for Adamson is at 2. Mapua with 4. The assist for the Soaring Falcons is incredible at 16 in the first half, while Mapua has 8. While for the rebounding department here, Mapua has been out-rebounding Adamson, but Adamson, though, still up by 9. 48 to 39 here in the as we head to the second half of this matchup, the third game of a quadruple header. Tapos mamaya at 3 p.m., abangan ninyo the Ateneo Blue Eagles going up against the UE Red Warriors in their hometown here in the UE Gymnasium. Games tomorrow in Perpetual, Adamson up against LPU, St. Clare against PCU, LaSalle going up against AYAC at 1 p.m. and then CSB and Perpetual at 3 p.m. So abangan nyo yan. Tomorrow naman, it's the home floor of the Perpetual Altus in the UPH SD. So mga maraming games na pwede abangan, no, for tomorrow. Steals per game, the steals per game leaders, Clint Escamis with 4 to lead it. This PJ Palacielo is a big man, but he has 3 here, while the rest are rounded off by guards Renz Villegas, Jacob Cortez, Jimmy Reyes, and Janty Miller. And Clint Escamis, you all know, one of the best, if not the best, collegiate players in the Philippines today. May it be in the UAP, NCAA, NASCU. He's definitely a top 5 player for sure. See the points per game leaders as of this point: si Mike Phillips, Janty Miller, Cal Gamber, John Abate, and Nguelo Lingo, which we're gonna see later in their game against Ateneo at 3 p.m. 3 of the 5 guys there. Now we're about to begin here. You can see Coach Tab in the corner. And the third quarter is about to begin. Soaring Falcons here up by 9. Heading to the second half. Let's see how things shape up here. Can the Cardinals find their second wind and make it a close ball game and maybe take the matchup against Adamson? All right, start of the third. Great find to Matt Erolon again. Dagdag pa. Adamson has been white hot from the 3-point line. 7 3-pointers now for the Soaring Falcons. Finds Lazarte using the screen set by Drex. Lazarte! No good. Here comes Erolon. Gives it to Manzano. Finds a cutting Anabo. Back to Zed. Manzano backing down Gulapa. Manzano. There you go. Floater hits for Zed Manzano. Gulapa to Marcos. Drex setting the screen. Itura goes middle. Free throw jumper, no good. Almost a steal there by Lazarte. And Manzano, man, he's just so crafty under the rim. And dahil dyan, napatawag na timeout ang Mapua as Adamson up by 16 here. That was a 7-0 run to start off this third quarter. We have a timeout on the floor.
The defending champions are looking to be back on track here in the second half, but their halftime huddle was rather intense, as their Team B is obviously still getting a grip on the Mapua Cardinals system. Assistant coach J.R. Carlos reminds his players what their team has been known for, and that is their execution. Ika niya, magpasahan tayo para malaro ng lahat ang kanilang mga strengths. This second half is not only a chance for them to turn things around, but also a good test to these new recruits to pick up the standards that are expected of them before they can be included in their Team A. Back to you, Nico.
Thanks for that, Flo. And yun nga, no, we saw how Adamson right now is on a tear, while Mapua, what a flat start here to the third quarter. Ito yung ayaw nga nila makita, especially when you're trying to catch up. Cyril, using the board is Cyril Gonzalez. Finally, the Cardinals score after a 9-0 run to start for the Soaring Falcons. A lot of ground to cover, but not impossible for sure. It's only 16. De Los Reyes trying to find Gulapa. He gets his own pass. De Los Reyes blocked by Onjaricre. Was ready for that one, or rather saw that one coming. Mantua loses the basketball. Here comes the Cardinals. Lazarte is called for traveling. So that one, him taking 3 steps. But Adamson getting equal contributions. A lot of their players here. Not one guy is scoring, it's multiple players. That's why it's so hard to stop them. Ito, AJ Franzman naman. Franzman with a mid-range jumper. Now showing us an improved jump shot. Secured by Anabo. Great recognition in the passing lanes. Manzano for 3. And said Manzano now hitting 3s here. You don't see that much, but maybe it might be something that he has been working on during the summer. The release looks fluid, and we have a foul here on the Soaring Falcons. Substitution for Adamson. Matt Edding checking in. Kobe De Misana as well.
his former team watching him. And this lead is just ballooned to 21. That is a 16-2 run here in the third quarter for the Soaring Falcons. After only being up by 9, they have turned on the Jets. Never looked back. Marcos creates space. And even Nitura struggling from his usual spots. Dribbling violation on Adamson here. Almost at the halfway mark of this game. Or rather, halfway mark of the third quarter. With Adamson really locked in. Gonzalez, the bump, fadeaway jumper by Cyril. No good, and it's a rebound by Anabo. Edding to Fransman. Cutting Anabo, gives it to Demisana. Fransman to Anabo from downtown again. Adamson continues to pile on the points here. Checking in Renzo Competente. PJ sa pass up. In to Ivan Lazarte. Steal by Jonah Precious here. Demisana. Oh! Throwing it down. Escoby. Adding on to the woes of the Cardinals here. Nitura. Step back jumper. That's money for Marcos. Precious. It's a good roll there. Demisana jumper. But Demisana, oh, that should continue. There should be 14 seconds. So the referees here discussing on saying that it was a traveling. The play went on. So play went on when the shot clock sounded, and then yung nag-travel. There was a traveling on the other end. So play goes on here. Adamson in a comfortable spot. Shot from downtown. Oh, that's good. That is by EJ Sapasap. Sapasap and Gonzalez. And actually, along with Nitura, have been a lifeline for the Cardinals. They're only down by 20. Although they should start cutting this down as before we head to the fourth quarter. Strong board by Lazarte. Lazarte! Too much sauce on that one. Minutes and 15, or rather 17, here in the third quarter. Precious Competente. Trying to drop it to Demisana. Led to a turnover. That's a foul on Renzo. Only the third team foul though for the Falcons. Nitura against Jonah Precious. Nitura, step back, 3. Short. Comes Franzman, gives it to Precious, and there's a push from Nitura. And it's a unsportsmanlike foul on Marcus Nitura. Potentially dangerous play, pushing Jonah Precious in hopes to enable him from going up for the slam. Although still a bit dangerous. Imagine if he was jumping already. There's gonna be 2 free throws first and the ball possession. No good on the first free throw for Jonah Precious. One more. Oh for 2 for Precious, but the ball possession. Demisana didn't get the rebound. Sapasa, an aggressive drive. It's gonna be 2 free throws on EJ Sapasa. Keeping the Cardinals in this game. Mathematically, kayang-kaya pa naman ito habulin for Mapua. Especially if guys like Sapasa, Nitura, and Gonzalez continue to pile on the points and stay aggressive all throughout this game. It's a matter of who can help them right now. Oh, another foul on Adamson. Penalty na, so that means it's gonna be free throws for the Cardinals. Once again, Ivan Lazarte at the line. He has 4 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists. No good on that first free throw. Competente. Aggressive drive from Renzo. Makes it a 21-point game again for the Falcons. De Los Reyes. Almost a steal there. Double teamed. Kicks it back out. Lazarte floater over Jonah Precious. Precious to Competente. Competente was fouled by Drex de los Reyes. There, it's gonna be 2 free throws for the Soaring Falcon, who has 2 points and 2 assists right now in this game. Free throw. No good there. But Adamson getting the ball possession again. Just really active right now in the rebounding department as they have out-rebounded Mapua now. Overall, 31-27. Mantua gives to Manzano. Royce to Sid. Gets De Los Reyes in the air, blocked. And it's called for traveling there. Great stand by the Cardinals. Stopping that shot. It's a pass up. Gives it to De Los Reyes. Bit of a wild shot from Drex. Tapped out by Ivan Lazarte. Manzano the handoff. Gets it back out to the post. Precious from the free throw line. It was a good shot from Jonah Precious. Lazarte this time. Switch on to Edding. Lazarte, 3. Way off. And that's secured by Precious. Oh, that pass a bit too strong from Sed Manzano. Eight seconds remaining here in the third quarter. 2 seconds remaining. Great strip there by Edding. That's good if it goes, but not that time. At the end of the third quarter, the Soaring Falcons outscoring Mapua 24-11 in the third quarter. That's why they're up 72-50, 22-point lead. Fourth quarter here with the Soaring Falcons in a comfortable spot against the Mapua Cardinals without Clint Escamis and the rest of their Season 100 guys. But this team is still really competitive with some of them, or maybe half of them, part of the Team A for Season 101. Foul on the floor. OJ Ojarikre at the line. First free throw a bit too strong for OJ. One more for Ojarikre. 2 for 2 for OJ. Gonzalez to Marcus. Nitura continues to be consistent for Mapua, now with 16 points, 3 rebounds and 2 assists, the leading scorer right now of the Cardinals. Manzano, great find. The corner shot. You can't leave Matt Erolon open whenever it comes to their 3-point shooting. Cyril. drive by EJ Sapasak. Truly a supreme scorer. Oh! Tawagan ng foul dito. Mapua's gotta be 2 free throws para sa Soaring Falcons. Who are shooting at a blistering 53% from the field goals. From their field goals, rather. First shot by Franzman, short. Leading scores right now for Adamson. 16 for Manzano, 13 for Erolon, 13 for Franzman. While for Mapua, it's 19 for Nitura, 13 for Sapasap, and 11 for Cyril Gonzalez. Nitura, step back jumper, off to the left. Secured by Ray Allen Torres. Torres gives it to the left side, no. And Gulapa gets the board. Gonzalez, double teamed, had to kick it out. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Pass it to the corner. Oh, gets his own miss. Finding EJ, step through. Gulapa, there you go. Third time's a charm. For Joe Gulapa, 15 na lang ang lamang. And Franzman there with a drive. Sumabit kay Joe Gulapa who tried to contest that one. Good thing Franzman's okay. Take a look here. Brought to you by Fireworks Circus Music Festival. Franzman. Short on that shot by AJ. One more. Mapua here has outscored Adamson 15-8. So this is the start na at least dito sa fourth quarter na gusto nila. Although with 5 minutes remaining, 16 points. They need to be locked in both offense and defense if they want to snatch one against the Soaring Falcons. Drive. Good by EJ Sapasap. It led to a turnover. Nitura this time, although natawagan for traveling, naging 3 steps yun. Jonah Pressure checking in. Adamson holding on to this 14-point lead. As it's a barrage of Mapua Cardinals shots right now. Competente from downtown. Ooh, it's a backbreaker from Renzo. Gives them a bit of cushion here in this game. Gonzalez, step through. Uses the board. Ayaw pa rin. Tight defense by the Soaring Falcons. Franzman. No good on the jumper, but Competente was in the right place at the right time. Renzo Competente. 5 points now for him. Surviving the onslaught here is Adamson, who has pushed it back to a 19-point game. This is a 14-point game a while ago. Gonzalez denied entry, gives it to Sapasap. This time is called for out of bounds. At abutan na rin a 24 shot clock violation. Subbing in right now is Manu Anabo. Anabo. Long two for Manu Anabo. And just like that, nakuha na ng Adamson yung lamang. It was 21-point lead entering this fourth quarter. With Mapua cutting it down to 14. But Adamson quickly finding their rhythm again after a slow start to this fourth quarter. Almost a steal there, Gonzalez. Drive there by number 8, that is Kendall Valentin. Valentin here with the second free throw. Good. Back to a 20-point game. Almost in the last minutes of this game. Gonzalez. Drive there. I think it's called for goaltending here. As Jonah Precious tried to go for a block in that drive from Cyril. The last 2 minutes, brought to you by the Sundry Food Hall. Third game of a quadruple header. Valentin with the drive. Gotta be 2 free throws again. You gotta love the aggressiveness of Kendall Valentin. in the standings right now. At least in their bracket. Coming up next will be between the Ateneo Blue Eagles up against the UE Red Warriors. Huwag nyo kalimutan yan. Pero ngayon, hintayin muna natin yung player of the game. Who will be interviewed by Flo Del Agua in a bit. Game is at 3 p.m. So since maaga pa naman, so only 2:30 p.m. There will be a bit of time before we resume the fourth and final game. And the Soaring Falcons just were really locked in with their 3-point shooting. 13 for 30, too good for 40%. While and their overall field goals shooting was amazing as well at 52%, 36 for 69. So you can't really stop that kind of shooting when they're locked in. And we will now turn this over to Flo Del Agua. She'll be interviewing the best player of the game.
And our Hoop Junkie and Sundry Food Hall best player of the game for this match is obviously from the Adamson Soaring Falcons, Zed Manzano with 16 points, 6 rebounds, and 2 assists. Zed, congratulations sa'yo at sa team mo. Nabanggit mo sa akin kanina, this is your final playing year here in the Adamson Soaring Falcons. Ito bang mga best player of the game na ito? Ito yung mga chine-cherish mo na moments for your final year?
Isa to sa pinaka-asam, pero hindi dito nagtatapos yung mga gusto ng team namin na gusto namin makapasok sa final sa UAP.
Nabanggit mo na nga na hindi na kontento yung Adamson, no? But getting this win today, napapalapit na kayo sa playoffs. It's a better chance. Sa palagay mo ba, contented ka na sa napakita ng team mo ngayon papasok ng playoffs o meron ka pang gustong ma-improve sa inyong team?
Madami kaming gusto ma-improve sa team namin, lalo na sa defense kasi yun yung mga lapses namin ngayon. So sana bukas mas mapakita pa namin yung tunay na depensa namin.
Good luck sa inyo for tomorrow, Zed. Pero bago yan, i-shoutout mo naman muna ang mga kamag-anak mo at ang mga supporters ng Adamson Soaring Falcons.
Shoutout nga pala sa family ko, sa mother ko na si Lisa Manzano, sa mga kuya ko, sa ate ko, sa girlfriend ko na si Jezabel, sa family niya, sa Mabuhay Padala Center, kay Boss Ervin, kay Ate Rose, sa Kabugaw Boys, yun lang.
Maraming salamat, Zed. Now is your time to put your signature in front of the camera to seal ang iyong performance today. Sige, perma ka doon. That is Zed Manzano with 16 points, 6 rebounds, and 2 assists. Salamat, Zed. Congratulations. Back to you, Nico.
Thanks for that, Flo. And that's once again the Mapua Cardinals win, or rather the Adamson Soaring Falcons winning against the Mapua Cardinals in a dominant fashion, 93-74. We will have the Ateneo Blue Eagles going up against the UE Red Warriors at 3 p.m. So stay tuned, everybody, on Facebook and on YouTube. We will be streaming that game very soon. And once again, thank you so much for watching the Asiabasket 2025 College Campus Tour. Wag kaya alis. 3 p.m. is our next game. We'll see you all next time.